Dear BuzzFeed and other companies that use children as political pawns, why are you doing this? It seems to be a liberal thing to have children to illustrate your point when it is completely uncalled for. They're children. They don't need to know about this. They don't need to know about discrimination. They don't need to know about racism. They need to know the basic principles to life so they can grow up and be good people, not victims of some patriarchy. Okay, this upsets me to my core because I don't like watching children go and oh fudge. Sorry, excuse my swear word there. That was completely uncalled for. I don't like seeing our children be used, like with that presidential that vote for me trailer essentially, right? Where it had a man who was gay, apparently, a gay man, where he was saying, vote me in for President of the United States of America 2020. And he said he brought children into it with the whole guns. He made a black child say, take that, Trump, after holding up a sign against guns, assault weapons, and stuff. Why are you even teaching our children about this? Why? Their innocence is all they have in this world. The only thing they have that is different to us adults. Their innocence. That's why I hate pedophiles. Because they take their innocence away from those children. And this is exactly what's happening. But instead of it being physical innocence, it's their mental innocence. Because why? Like BuzzFeed a couple of years ago made a trailer where they had sorry, no, it wasn't a trailer, it was a video where they had children dressed up as princesses but with like bruises on their faces and swearing at the camera while talking about how they're gonna get raped when they grow up and asking for sympathy. That is so disgusting. The fact that you are so pitiful to bring children into this, to bring children into a political world which they have no understanding of, and to make them public. The parents of those children should be taken and prosecuted, because to have your children shown on the internet and to be saying horrible things, I'm putting my foot down because this is bullshit. Sorry, I should not have said that. That was naughty. I should not have swore, right? I try not to, but it's hard when this crap is happening. Our children are being used and abused by society, by social media, and by ignorant teenagers and young adults who think they know better than everyone else. I'm a teenager, a young teenager, 14 years old, and yet I have a better understanding than the parents that are running these things. There's a child who runs a social media website or a channel called Desmond is Amazing. He dresses up like a woman and goes to gay bars and dances. His mother supports him. His mother supports him dancing at gay bars. That is so disturbing. That sickens me to my very core. That this person thinks she's on the right side of history, letting her child be exposed to men who have malicious intent. He's also apparently gay. You know, children and people are meant to decide if they want to, decide which side they're on. I mean, like, it sounds bad, but, they need to grow up and then understand themselves. They need to discover themselves. They need to know when they're gay or when they're straight. But this woman conditioned him. I'm not saying gays are bad. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that if you are showing your son enough gay influence, he's going to think that way, because she was conditioning him since he was 4. Now, I grew up straight, right? I always knew I was straight. I know to this very day that I'm straight and I don't like pee-pee. But that's disturbing. The frick, man. You brought your child into a political world, made them dance in front of gay men and in skimpy outfits. You make him walk in gay parades with female clothes on, and he's apparently a drag kid. That's an adult thing to do. Children, teenagers, young adults, that shouldn't be a thing, right? 20-year-olds, you can go, right? But teenagers, no. Young children, no. That is strictly off limits. That's like having a child work on camera. And that's been done before with Lion Maker. Lion Maker's fans did that for him. 7-year-old boys sitting there dancing in undies. Which is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Heard is a different thing entirely. My country, recently, 2011 I believe, there was a 14-year-old boy who came out to his principal and said that there was a woman raping him, right? This woman raped him and got pregnant and gave birth in prison. She was married, had a family. She did this to a 13-year-old boy, started when he was 12. And he didn't want to do it anyway. He never asked for it, she conditioned him. I hate those people that do this to our children. The people that bring our children into this political world, show them on the internet, and there's a channel. What's he called? Ryan's Toy Review. You know what he does? He reviews toys on the internet in front of millions of people, while people are probably stroking their dicks. That upsets me. Do you know why? Because you're showing a 5-year-old. He used to be 5 when they started this. 5. You don't wait till he says he wants to do this. You don't wait till he has the understanding of what could happen on the internet and how people could target him and how people can abuse him on the internet. No. They just make him do it for money. They take money from stores like Walmart and Target, all that stuff, the places that sell toys. He gets free toys. He doesn't get any money. The parents reap all the benefits. And this kid is basically a commercial, a living commercial. And they use him as a living advert. They use him for money. Why are we exploiting our children? Why are we teaching them that gangs are right and understanding and listening to people's arguments is wrong? Why are we telling our children that if they ever get into an argument, just to walk away? And why not carry on? Why not go to the teacher? Oh, if you're getting bullied, walk away. No, that is wrong. You're supposed to punch them. You're supposed to talk. You gotta retaliate. You gotta tell the teacher. The teacher does nothing. The teacher says, don't do that next time. Does that stop it? No, it doesn't. Our teachers don't give a shit about our children, and our parents don't give a shit about our children. They don't know what they're doing. They were raised by amazing, strong people who fought in wars, and they were raised right. But now they're raising these inconsiderate slobs who don't know how to behave. So you got these young adults that are twerking, congratulating drag kids, saying that gay kids should be a thing, and and politicizing children. We need to change this. We need to. Because if we carry on, we're going to die. We're going to be extinct. Because our species is going to grow dumber. There's anti-vax parents saying how they condition their children to believing that they should be anti-vax. It all has to do with persuasion and conditioning. Because kids don't know any better. They are innocent beings. And they don't understand everything right yet. You do, parents. You do, adults. You do, teachers. And yet you'd still treat them this way. Shame on you. Shame on you.